Boom. That's like
no, it's part of the letters.
Yeah, no, you
it
gotta,
has that one and the other one.
Yeah, you gotta move those.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought that was cool. So
it is, but it adds a drop shadow over that, and the camera might not be able to see it. Yeah, you always gotta tweak them, man. You always gotta tweak them.
Right.
Good day, everyone, and welcome to the Saturday show. That's right, Car Stereo Talk, the Saturday edition.
That's right.
Where it's longer, it's more fun, it moves faster, and I feel like we're equally as tired. Like, I feel like we picked two of the worst days to do a show: the beginning of the week and the end of the week.
Yeah, Monday and Saturday.
It bookends the week, and it's great to come back on Monday, but it's like, and speaking of weeks, I want to go to this one here. Let me pull this up. Hi, Dean and Fernando. This is Martin. My wife and I stopped by a few days ago to see you. You were right about those beautiful beaches in Dunedin. We were passing through Georgia now, almost Tennessee.
Well,
Martin,
nice trip.
And your beautiful wife, thank you for stopping by.
Yeah.
I'm still voting for Florida as the new destination of choice for your future living things.
Yeah.
Whatever. I don't know. That's just, yeah. Anyways, thank you guys for stopping by. We had a good time. Definitely, for sure. Super excited.
Yeah.
All right. So there we go. Fang of Truth dropping in. 60. I like this one. Where's it at? Hold on. This right here. Looks like it's going to snow again. 44 and going down.
Oh, dude.
That's terrible.
That's bad.
Oh, and back to Martin. And thank you for the Frenchie's recommendation. Love the grouper sandwich. And that's their thing.
Grouper sandwich, man.
And they got like 10 different. You know what I don't like about them? I hate the tartar sauce. I don't know what they do to their tartar sauce, but I almost want to bring my own when I go.
Okay.
Because it's just, I don't know. It has a weird, like, they overdid it.
Hey, it's just because it's me, I always ask for
hot sauce. Yeah, I'm fine with that. But
and
like,
just like perfect.
I don't know. It's kind of one of those things.
Yeah.
I missed the Wednesday live stream. Over 4 hours of push mowing.
Oh, I'm sorry, man.
And changed water heater elements for cousin. Forget that.
My bad.
I ain't push mowing nothing that long. It's like a workout and party time.
Somebody have a party right now.
Fernando.
What's that, 25?
Hey, everyone. Currently in Savannah getting some dinner. 65 and cloudy.
Did we ever figure out what kind of Twitter is that one?
No. I mean, yes. Yes, it was talked about at some point.
Yeah, right?
Okay. Yo.
What's up?
Sup, Weber. Hey, amigos.
Hey.
Currently working on my under seat amp template for my Tacoma. Trying to figure out the angle you go inward after the seat mounts so it's not the full width using an LC
4.800.
You know what? I think I have that one.
We have one.
I know we do.
I mean, we done plenty.
Oh, that's a Tacoma. What does he have? A Tundra?
A Tundra. No. He has a Tacoma.
Does he have a Tacoma?
Yeah, it's a Tacoma.
Okay, so this is a Tacoma.
Yeah.
So this is the Tacoma.
Yeah.
So just to give an idea of the finished product, that's what it's going to look like.
That's my writing.
Yeah, that's your writing.
That's right.
So this is the driver's side. This is the front of the car, and this is that angle you're talking about. So it actually sits like this in the car.
Front of the car.
This is the front of the car.
Back of the car.
So, and honestly, we just more or less. A lot of this stuff we just wing. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, there's not like.
Well, like you can see, like right. Go back this way a little bit. Yeah. There you go. Yep. So like you can see right here the mark. You normally like start playing around, but this is it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is a 45.
And if you do this, it goes to the passenger side.
Yeah. And if you move your hand, if you cut it at this mark, that's a 4Runner.
Woohoo!
Yeah, I know, right? Pretty cool. And then you heat these up, of course.
Yeah.
You heat these up
so they can bend.
And then you slide it in from the back side, like you slide it in like this, and then you bend them into place.
Yeah.
So that's how that works.
That's
I know, right? You guys are the best.
Thank you, Keith.
No, you're the best.
You're the best. Thank you for the 10.
You are the best. Hey, amigos. I think we already went.
Yeah.
Yep. We can go down.
Okay.
Peeps. Yep. Got that one.
You got that one?
Yeah, that's the one we just answered.
Okay.
It's literally the last 10 minutes of the show. It felt like, yay!
What's up, Fernando? How you doing, buddy?
Hey, man. What's happening? Oh, that's us.
Yes, of course. Oh, my God. That's his son.
Yeah.
His son. Yeah, you and I. Hey.
I know
okay,
they were here.
Man.
And then I'm like, wait a minute. Because it's funny because it's like the shirts when we first got them. So that was like 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah,
I'm so bad. I need to get more shirts. I know. Yeah. Anyways. Hey, guys. Mowed for the first time this year. Cloud and cool. I haven't mowed at all yet.
For how many years?
It has to be 3 or 4.
No.
Oh, no. It's longer than that.
Are
I'm sorry.
You kidding me?
Yeah, well, all right. Just add 2 to everything because of COVID. Because I feel like COVID has screwed up.
Dude, I start working here and then Sue give you that.
All right, so maybe 10 years. But let's be honest. Does everyone ever? All right, so does the 2.5 years of COVID feel like the blip from Avengers?
Yeah.
Like it kind of feels like the blip, right? I mean, like you just kind of lost track of time. Like really, like your brain still thinks it's 2019, 2020, and like those past the 2 years, it was like the blip, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like. Yeah, we all went through shit, but it's like we just don't think about it.
Thank you, buddy.
Yeah, see?
Thank you.
Yeah, I figured they were.
Hey, I just love that picture. Yeah.
I can get it for you.
The Twitter?
Yeah. I mean, we know people, you know.
Yeah.
Over spicy tartar sauce. That might not be a bad idea, actually.
There you go. See, maybe you try something different.
No, but like add some.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like,
that's what I'm saying. Add some hot sauce
something different.
Sauce.
Yeah,
that's not a bad idea, actually. Yeah, that might kill their
winner.
Crappy
25.
taste. Because I always just see like I don't go to the Frenchies there. I go over to the British restaurant because they got better fish.
Yeah.
But they're British, and it's like if you've been to Frenchies, it's like you got to go to Frenchies just for the. But then when you're like, then that's the touristy spot. So then you go over to the local spot, and they got better fish. So
Maryland, 55 degrees and pushing to. Oh wow!
But that's like we're going to these cold places next week.
Yes, we are going.
So Springfield, wherever the hell that is, we're going. Massachusetts is on Tuesday and Wednesday for Go Fast Solutions big expo $1 million giveaway.
Oh my
God, I can't wait. Hello from San Jose, California. Doing an active system in a Mini Cooper right now. My heart goes out to you. I will tell you this. Also, make sure if it's the premium audio system that you disconnect the ANC module that is located in the driver's. If it's the 2-door, it's the driver's side behind the driver's side. So, like, if you're in the back seat right here, it's like right here on the.
It's a small box.
It's a small box. You got to loop through it.
Yeah.
That was the H case. And there again, it depends on the year, but yeah, that really screwed us several years back.
Yeah.
Are you guys building boxes, or was that an April Fool's joke? I got to give it to Fernando on that one. Let's all give Fernando a big round of applause on that one because let's be honest. That one was freaking – I had no idea. He even told me, he's like, dude, check out what I posted. And I was like, dude, that was good. Like, yeah.
But
and it was funny because Oscar called him.
Yeah.
And he goes, bro, is this real? Like, and Fernando's like, dude, it's April 1st. And he's like, and? He's like,
oh, man. Yeah. He's like, yeah. But
no, that was great.
For me, the funny part of the whole post that was says, we going to tune your box to every song that you're going to listen.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah, so that was pretty funny.
What's up? Puebla, Mexico.
Thank you, 12-volt electronics. So that's that. They were talking here. Go up to Arnold real quick. Hey guys, how good are the Alpine R-S65? C2s for my 5-channel JL amp, 100 watts RMS. Thank you. I will tell you this: the new R series speaker. It's a total redesign from everything in the past. This is one of the things that like I'm really excited that the X is finally just kind of like, and it's now status.
Mm-hmm.
But and we're getting new R's, and then R Pro is coming out. But I will say this, that the current R series that is available, because the new R's have not shipped, and the new R Pros have not shipped. But that new R is a total different direction than Alpine has ever gone before with their tweeter. I think it's also this is going to be the last one with a Neo magnet. That one is the last one with the Neo magnet. And it's an impressive speaker. It's an impressive speaker, and the sound that comes out of this little tiny, like silver dollar size tweeter, it's definitely one of the nicest. Okay, it's definitely one of the most characteristic having Alpine tweeter, because before they were very vanilla, and you had to EQ the shit out of them to get them to do something. Yeah. These you don't. So yes, if you like that nice in your face, like, but still smooth, and yeah, it's a nice speaker. I liked it. Fernando, Class A, B, or D?
Class A, B,
or D.
I'm gonna pick Class A, D for tweeters and mids, and the D for the subs.
Class A, D.
Class A, B, D.
A, B, D.
A, B, D.
Okay, I think what they're referring to is because like you had the Audio Frog, which was Class D.
Class D, yeah.
And then you currently would put the Ground Zero back in.
Yes. And it's just bias. Yeah.
We have the bias turned all the way up.
All the way up. And
so it's as close to A as it can possibly be. So it's like, and that's the thing. The uranium amplifier that's in there has a variable bias, which is one of the few amplifiers that can do that. So for one, right now we're running as inefficiently as possible, like as inefficient as possible. It's maximum current draw potential.
No, but I love them. Now it's plenty D amplifiers D class that they are really good. So,
did you get the no?
Did you get the no?
No, because that's the FD31. So the FD31 is the new. Okay, originally I thought we'd got them in, and I was sadly mistaken. We had not. We'd ordered 4 of them, like hours before they were released. We'd already ordered 4, and apparently our guy sat on the order, didn't put them in, so we didn't get any, which really sucks. But for those of you at home playing at home, and you're like, what are they talking about? The AP FD31 is the new Amp Pro for Ford to do the BO system. So this is the new BO Ford Amp Pro. We haven't talked about it a lot, mainly because it's not readily available. Like it's right now, it's kind of like you can find one, so it's not totally a unicorn, but it's definitely not like a lot of them out there to get their hands on. So I'm sure as time moves on, there'll be more, and then we can start talk about them and put them in and start letting you guys know what we think.
It's like there's like a $2 bill. I mean, you don't see them a lot.
I'm more like $1,000 bill, I think.
Did they exist?
They exist,
really?
But you really,
Okay.
Yeah, there's $1,000 bill.
Ooh. All right, I take it.
I've never seen one, but I would love to get my hands on one.
Yeah, I'm not mowing until my grass tickle my knees. Hey, why not?
No, hey, I pay someone to mow my grass.
Exactly. Let's see. What kind of amplifiers would you fellas save driving from hybrid car? Or
what kind of amps would you feel safe drawing from a hybrid car?
There you go. See.
All right, hold on. So there is $1,000 bill. You can buy them on Amazon, really cheap.
For how much?
$60.
Yeah, no. But I'm
no, there isn't actually $1,000 bill. Like there is a mint.
Yeah,
6 famous discontinued and uncommon U.S. currency denominations. So,
$2.
So we got the $2 bill. We'll get back to your question. Hang on, you got the $2 bill that you can actually still find. The $500 bill.
Oh, I like that one. That would be cool.
The $1,000 bill.
It's kind of fake.
The $5,000 bill. The $10,000 bill. and the $100,000 bill.
Okay.
So those bills did exist at one point in time.
I like the 500.
I think the 500.
I like the
makes a lot of sense.
500 and the $2.
Well, I know why they don't. I know why they don't make them anymore, though.
Dude, when I lost my wallet, I had my $2.
Yeah, your $2 bill.
Yeah, I had $2 bill.
I'm sure someone can send you to. Okay, so here's the thing I would think about with this.
Yeah.
If you look at what Matt Schaefer is doing in the Teslas, over at Sound Effects, he's like the Tesla guy. Okay, like he's done and published more Tesla
than anybody else.
Anyone else. Okay, and that's why I said published, because I'm sure there's somebody else like, oh no, whatever. So like, and he's put Moscone Pro amplifiers in those things, okay, in a lot of them.
Are they Class D? Class AB?
They're big. That's all they are. They're just big.
Yeah.
But he always usually puts a second battery in there to power those. So we know from him that you can put a lot of power in these hybrids with no problems whatsoever, all right? Because he's done tons of them, all right? Now, for the rest of us that are like, yeah, but... If you're looking, and this really is for any car, any current car, because a lot of these cars nowadays are very current conscious. You know, they're like, you're drawing too much. Stop. You know, so the nice thing is a lot of these amplifiers are very efficient. But we also have micro amplifiers now, meaning that these small amplifiers, like Tony D, if you've been following anything, he's working on some of these amplifiers that like you can literally plug into the cigarette lighter. So like he's running 12 gauge power wires to these. So we're going in the right direction. But if you look at like Rockford makes the mini power series, the M5s. Those are microscopic amplifiers that don't draw tons of current, and they're made to run on generators and stuff like that, and these crappy motorcycle electrical systems and these side-by-side electrical systems. So they're going to be fine in a hybrid. And then you also have Helix. Helix is making a ton of these low power consumption amplifiers. The Match line, there again from Audio Tech Fixture, which is Helix, they make these tiny little amplifiers that don't draw anything and put out a ton of sound. So if you caught the BMW, Jason Degos' BMW he did earlier this year with the Match Up 7, the amplifier is this big and it plugs into the factory amplifier harness. So it's not drawing a ton of current and it's a ton of sound. What you have to keep in mind is it's the full package, meaning and Audison, the Primus stuff. There again, very low amperage consumption, but very efficient speakers are going into these systems. Okay, so if you're going to be doing these small, super efficient amplifiers, you kind of got to look at what speakers you're putting into them, so that like because some of these Rockford is big power. Like Rockford's 120 watts and 110 watts, 200 watts at 2 ohms. I mean, they're just but these other systems are not. They're like 70 watts, maybe. I think one of them has 120 on some of the channels. But if you put efficient speakers with them, then you get a ton of sound, and it sounds great because there are now expensive efficient speakers, which is wonderful. So you kind of have to plan the whole system like circle of life kind of thing. So if you're going to go these small amplifiers that are super efficient, you're going to need to look at speakers that are also efficient and can deal with like 30 to 70 watts of power and have a really high dB output. Anytime we do like a Primus system, it's amazing when we sit in there and we're like, dude, it's like 30 to 70 watts of power coming out of this. And it is so effing loud. And you're just like, and it sounds so great. We just became a Helix dealer, so we haven't had time to do like the Helix Blam combination yet, because Blam makes a bunch of 2 ohm speakers, and a lot of these amplifiers will give you not double power, but like 20% more power when you run them at 2 ohm, which is a safe zone for them. So yeah. Okay. Sorry. Hope that helps.
All right. Gerard, thank you for the 20.
Anything available to replace the tablet style head unit sticking out of the dash in the new Accord Civic Camry yet? Hate these things. I am overdue for commuter car. They all have these things. Thank you.
Well, what you do?
The immediate answer to that is no, but also yes. Some of these cars when you go to metroonline.com, there are specific dash kits for them that will work with specific radios. So, for example, Alpine makes what's called the L chassis radio, meaning the screen, even though it's a 7-inch screen, at the bottom is a very small single DIN. Some of these radios actually have L chassis style from the factory. Now the Hondas don't. The Honda's a screen up top, and then the actual radio is buried deep in the dash and it faces down. And there's just a cord that goes between the two. For those, Pioneer makes their DMH model series. It's a screen and it's a brain box, and it just has a short 8-inch cable, but they make a 3-foot cable that can go between the two, so that you can mount the two separately. So, for example, like in a Camaro, what we just did today, we had to go with one of those because there's no room behind the radio. Now, for like the Hondas, the brand new ones, there's nothing for those yet. They're not out. But it's a plastics thing. So the other thing too is that a lot of electronics for the car are going through those radios. So until like iData or a company pushes out something like iData, you're kind of nah. So yeah, it kind of sucks. Yeah, I know. But hey, it's just early, you know. Yeah. All right, go ahead.
All right.
Remember, you have the star.
No, I got it.
Oh, okay. Right there. You can just click on the star.
No, yeah. So now I got this thing.
Hey guys, thank you for all you do in the car industry. It helps a lot of people more than you know.
There you go.
Well, we'll say this though, Alan. Thank you so much, and we appreciate. Trust me, stuff like this is what gets us through on the days we're like, nobody loves us. But no, that's the one thing that like when we go to these events.
Yeah,
dude, if you're having an event and we're there, please walk up and say hi.
Yeah,
I mean, don't think that you're bothering us. Don't think that it's a trouble. Just walk up and say hi. We don't. So, we yes. Please.
That was this guy. That works in the industry. He has a shop and everything. He's like, hey, I saw you guys so busy. I don't want to bother you guys. I want to stop by and say hi and everything, but I didn't want to bother you. And I'm like, no, man. Like we there. Like just. Bother Dean. Yeah.
Because we're always going to be busy, but I will always stop.
We always
have
the time to say hi.
Yes, because that's just silly.
All right.
21 Mustang. Is it better to drill through the firewall from the engine compartment in or inside of the car out? Fernando.
All right. So what I do is I start with the small from the inside.
I think they're talking about the new Mustang.
Yeah,
that's when you pull
2021.
You got to pull the battery out first.
You remove the whole battery and everything, and you kind of see where is the spot.
So I think episode 7,
right,
in the Mustang Roush Mustang video we just did, kind of talks about this
because it's the same. Yeah, the 20.
So I think it's like episode 7 was the battery one.
But the best, and then after that you go outside from the battery side and drill it.
No, you're drilling that hole first so that you're above the seam, right?
Yeah.
So that make sure you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, for me, then now I know where is exactly the spot. Hole. I go directly from the battery because I know it's nothing around there. So I kind of like.
So if you watch the video, there is a good shot of where he drills the hole.
Yeah.
You could probably pause it on that and map out about where he's going to do and go from there.
Yeah. But
But most of the time in most cars, we are going from the inside to the out. Yeah. Just because there's no room. But on that car,
small hole. Start with a small hole.
Well, yeah. The reason why I start with a small hole too is that like a small pick tool or a small Phillips or a small fiberglass rod key. You can go through, or you could just take your light and put it behind it and go in the engine compartment and look.
And it's funny because I didn't know. I used to just drill a hole, and Dean is like, "Dude, what happened if that's something in there? Like you have to pay attention."
Exactly what happens.
So yeah,
we pay a lot of money to have it fixed. Can you go deaf if you hear music with a lot of bass?
Can you?
What?
Can you go deaf?
What are we talking about? Oh, that was kind of a little bit. All right, so I'm going to answer this only from experience because 32 years now. Oh God. 32 years of building systems and listening to loud cars every day of the week for a long time. I do suffer from the ringing in the ears. All right. And yes, I do have some hearing loss in loud situations, like when I'm around with a lot of people, or if somebody like turns their head to me and starts to talk, I can't hear them. So if you're talking low like this, which Haley will do sometimes, I'm like, listen, if you're going to turn your head and talk low like that, I'm not going to be able to hear you. You have to, turn around and talk normal. So to answer your question, yes, because I'm not 70 yet. Yeah.
But for some
32
reason,
years, what?
But for some reason, you still have in the car, and if it's something wrong in there, like you like right away.
Well, yeah, but remember, it's not on a scale of total loss.
Right.
You're going to lose hearing in different frequencies.
Right.
So people speak at a certain frequency range,
Right.
which is more. Your ears are more sensitive to those. So loud volumes are going to do more damage where your ears are more sensitive. So squeaks and noises and annoying things and high frequencies that your ears don't hear all the time aren't necessarily going to be affected by that hearing loss. So like I could do a hearing test and figure out and plot it just like an EQ curve, how much hearing I've lost over the years. But yes, there has been hearing damage done to my ears because of my choice in profession. So yeah, it's not fake news.
All right. What type of components would you recommend for a loud SQ system so tweeters prefer?
Morel hybrids.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, the Elates would be great, but I think the Morel hybrids would probably be all you'd need.
Hybrids are good. Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah. Also, if you want a second choice, because I'm a firm believer in a second choice, the Ground Zero uraniums. Very nice. Very, very, very nice.
All right, here we go.
I'm trying to decide between Utopias, TBM, Supremo Piccolos, or Thesis Violin tweeters. I personally don't like JL tweeters. Suggestions. Okay. So they're all loud-ish. It really just comes down to what you want as far as to be loud. So when you look at like a Utopia tweeter, that's going to be metal. It's going to have metal characteristics to it. So whereas you look at like a Piccolo, the Piccolo and the Thesis, those are going to be dome cloth. So they're going to have a different sound to them. So for my personal taste in hearing, I like the Thesis and the Supremo. I'm going to go with the Supremo because I'm Morel fanboy number one. And I've heard them and I know how they sound. And they're like, I just don't want to spend $3,000 on a tweeter. But, I've just finally got to hear a broken in set of Utopia M's the other day. And they sounded wonderful too. They're just, for me, if I'm going to be listening for 8 or 9 hours of audio, which I probably won't, but even 2 or 3 hours of audio, it's too much for me. It's just not what I like, but I really enjoyed listening to those because I finally got to hear a set of those that didn't suck. Because everyone up until now, everything I've heard has been played for like an hour. And it's like they need 8 to 16 hours worth of playtime before they're even like, yeah, okay, these are almost ready to go.
Right.
So.
Hey, Terry, thank you so much for the $10, man.
I see the little ticker going across the bottom of the page.
Yes,
that means it's time for talk about a sponsor.
Yeah.
We're about halfway through the show. Focal America. Focal-america.com/line/auditor. If you guys didn't get the opportunity to check out the video we dropped on Friday, we installed the auditor stuff that we've been pimping and showing and letting you guys touch and feel. We put them all in the Haley's car.
Yeah.
And it was great, and we had a fun time. Make sure you stay to the end. But if you're interested in them, if you're looking for a cost-effective, really nice, and you want that Focal sound, geez, these things, let me tell you what, these have that Focal sound. There's no question about it. Okay.
Fernando, have you thought of being in guest on the 12 ball? We always tell my side of how I get to 5-star. We even have a video. Yeah. On the on how I ended out in here. So
all right, well let me elaborate on that. The reason why he doesn't do it has nothing to do anything other than he's got a 6-year-old son.
6-year-old.
And when he gets home, it's daddy son time.
That's it.
So he doesn't have the time to.
There's no time.
Like he's not going to stay here till 10 o'clock at night to do a show.
No.
So that's honestly, because I've been trying to get him to do it for years.
Yeah.
And I gave up because I totally understand what he's going through right now. So until that changes, it's home time, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I got, it's like when we work late till 10 o'clock at night, like we did the other night, it's hard. It is because like the girls are old now. I don't have to worry about that, but he's got a young kid. I don't like keeping him late, and it's not fair. So
all right. Can you effectively? Yeah.
Big word.
That's what I said. The DEQ and OEM radio using a DSP instead of using the obvious fixed 86 or key lock.
All right. No, you can't DEQ it because you're asking the question, can you DEQ it? Meaning you have to fix something that is there. However, it's not the end of the world. And let me explain, because so a couple weeks ago, we did an how to set up audio control DSP live. If you haven't had the chance to watch that, I really suggest you watch it because we demonstrate exactly what you're asking. And the answer to the question is no, but it's also kind of yes. So one of the features that audio control has is auto setup. On a key lock, what a key lock is doing is a key lock is looking at the electrical signal and it's running its processor not once, not twice. I think it's 3 times. It runs in the background. So it fixes it again, and it fixes it one more time. Now, what it's doing along with DEQing is a whole bunch of other stuff too. It's also, it's looking for all pass filters. If it has those, it'll remove them if you want, which most people don't even know what that is. So it's like, yeah, sure, do it. So there's a lot of things going on in the backside of the key lock. Now, if you watch the video, you saw how we DEQ'd the system, and we had the RTA showing you electrically that it's perfectly flat now. But acoustically, it looked like total dog shit.
Big word.
Because the manufacturer that designed the car has an audio engineer that has gone in there and kind of knows some of the problems that the car is going to have because they've done all this. So they're kind of helping you out a little bit. Not always. Sometimes it just really sucks. But a lot of the times, they're kind of helping you out, meaning they've already fixed a lot of the big problems you're going to run into by using that car's interior. So what I would pose to you is definitely go watch that. But the purpose of an EQ, like if you're going to compete and you need something acoustically, like you need a white piece of paper and then you're going to go. So the reason how this would work is you need one EQ to fix it and you need another EQ to tune it then. And so you don't have 2 EQs most of the time with a DSP. Some do, some don't. Or you'll have 2 EQs in the sense you'll have one to fix it and you'll have a global to stack on top of it to give you all the, the fun stuff, like bring all the treble up on one. Anyways, the point is that de-equalization is wonderful if it's needed. If it's not needed, like it can actually make it harder for you to tune a system than if you just listen to the system, saw what it is doing on the RTA acoustically, and said, okay, I just need to fix these few things. That's what I would suggest, or that's what we do. When we look at it, we'll look at the electrical side, we look at the acoustical side, and we'll be like, oh, that's different. And then we'll go, okay, I see why they're doing that. All right, well, that's cool because now I don't have to do a ton of work. So, and at the end of the day, it's just sound. So it just has to sound great.
All right.
Hope
Christian,
that helps.
There you go.
Sorry.
Christian Harris, thank you for the 10, man. Plan on putting a Kenwood Double Dean in a 20 Frontier. Do I need a smart for these steering wheel controls and backup camera? And I'm doing the HCP amplifier and the best place to under the seat.
Yeah, it'll definitely fit underneath the seat. We just did a Frontier not too long ago. Yes, you're gonna need a smart harness and all that fun stuff.
I'm trying to see. Like,
Yeah,
I got nothing.
Nothing. Oh, there is nothing on
Like-
2020. No.
I think what we did is like we removed the radio and see what's behind it.
Yeah, it was a pain.
It was a pain.
So right now, Nissans are like just meaning nobody's really making anything for Nissan.
No.
We do have it on good authority that one of
Did we film that one?
no,
Right?
no. Oh, no.
Really?
I don't remember. We might have, because I do have one in the can that I noticed the other day. Anyways, Nissan is tough, man, because like nobody's making anything for Nissan right now. We know that somebody is coming out with a whole bunch of stuff for Nissan, but the problem with Nissan is you could literally have the same harness in 6 cars, and in 6 cars the harness does 6 different things. Meaning the stuff's not all pins, so you literally have to get into every vehicle, or you have to check the wiring data on every single vehicle. It's a pain in the ass.
It is.
So everyone is just kind of taking their sweet time on that. And if your camera does like multi-zone, forget it. There's like you're on your own. There's nothing to get that to work.
Yeah, man. But thank you for the 10, man.
But yeah.
Tempo. Thank you for the 10.
Thank you. Sorry, I jumped ahead.
No, go ahead.
And the Silverado doors, but would they work well with the Kenwood wideband mids in the dash? To replace the tweeters were still not a good idea to mix brands. I wouldn't do it with that brand, no. The 602 6x9s in the doors with their tweeters, so you got to remember, the whole reason why you're doing a wideband is so that you can put a mid-range up there that is supposedly going to play high and kind of like play low like a mid-range is supposed to. The 6902 is designed to work with the tweeter, the Morel tweeter. That Morel tweeter plays down to like 2.2 thousand hertz or 2200 hertz. Okay. It plays really low and it also plays up very high. So it blends well with that 6x9. If you were to go with the high frequency, the C2s up there, you might not like them. You're not, because there is definitely a difference between a tweeter and a speaker trying to play tweeter. So, I mean, I'm not going to tell anybody, hey, don't experiment, because why not? Have some fun. But just understand that, like, the job of that tweeter is to, fill in the void. If you could fit the 3.5 in there, which we know you can with work, then that would be different, because the 3.5 is going to give you the tweeter as well as the mid-range, which would keep that joy up there. So the other thing you may want to do too is possibly get the CC2 or MM2 or something like that, mid-range.
Yeah.
And maybe put the tweeter in the mid-range up into the grill. Maybe make a new grill or something like that.
The MM2. Yeah.
Or if you could fit the Illusions 3.5 coaxial, like the C3, I think they call it the same thing, CS3 or something like that up there, that'd be a good move too. But otherwise, I would leave the tweeter alone. Thinking about running a couple of L7-8 subs in a small hatch. Would you go the Q class or the L7Ts? I mean, L7Ts are pretty solid, man. I mean, we did those 2.8s in that wedge truck box the other day.
Yeah.
And that was pretty special.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
I mean, if you're interested, if you got all the room in the world, obviously the Q class is kind of nice. But if you're trying to make it small and whatnot, then I would just stick with the L7Ts.
There you go.
They're not disappointing.
Thank you, Bobby.
Thank you, Bobby.
Thank you for the 10.
All right, we can shut off the banner.
Yeah,
we got 10 minutes up there.
How loud is the kicker quad box? Can you feel it?
It was 100.
Make it fly.
It was 150 decibels, man.
Yeah,
it was
stupid.
It
is loud.
I mean, here's the deal. It's 2,400 watts. It is 412s in a ported enclosure. You can put it in any car that it'll fit in a matter of hours. And yeah, you're going to get 150 dB out of it, just like that. So it is quite impressive. There's no doubt about it. I mean, when we put it in, we were like, holy Jesus. So yeah, are you going to be doing hair tricks? Probably not. But it's not what Key lock for the win.
Key lock for the win.
It's funny.
It is funny.
Well, okay, so it's like the key lock is finally picking up some, inertia, as it were. Oh my God, a high level to low level adapter that costs $120. I'm sorry, $150. Oh my gosh, or it's between 120 to 150.
Okay,
Who knows anymore? Oh my gosh. Yeah, but it actually does something, and it's worth the money. Hey, did I mention we have Steve Mead's high level to low level adapter sitting right over there?
Yeah, we do.
Ooh, should we open it up and show you what's inside? Oh wait, Tony did do that already.
Right there.
Yeah.
Right.
Those that know. Anyways.
Okay. Here we go.
Hey, while we're at it, I know what you're thinking. Wait. Yes, they're a sponsor. Audio Control. I know they've been a sponsor for a long time, and they'll continue to be a sponsor. So we just signed up for another quarter with them, so we're super excited. And no, for those of you guys that are like, hey, yesterday was not an April Fool's joke, guys. So if you're following along. But no, audiocontrol.com is a place to go if you want to check out some of the cool audio control products that are out there. We'll be talking about high level to low levels and DEQing and all that. But remember, DSPs, they're your friends. You should have one. Check out the DM608 or the DM810. Some of the easiest software to use to put a DSP in a car. And if you don't want to go, that's if you already have amplifiers. If you're buying new amplifiers, check out the D series amplifiers. That's right. They have the D51300, the D4.800, and the D61200. They also have LC versions of those too. But D is fun. Yeah. Everybody needs a little D in their life.
All right. Fernando, have you ever have a guy not being happy with the system after the DSP is tuned? Not loud enough and not enough highs. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I won't. I do want to preface this, Fernandez, yes. Al Fernandez, is that was his choice.
Yeah.
He screwed up, not me.
Yeah.
Because I had the tweeters like,
yeah.
And he goes, "No, man, turn them down. Turn them down." I go, "Are you sure?" He goes, "No, man, turn them down." I'm like, I think we should leave them high.
No, but like, hang on. This is the same customer, all right? This is the same customer. He bring an F-150, and we talk and everything. And he say, "Listen, I don't want nothing loud. I actually want something nice, clear, everything." So we did it, right?
Oh yeah, we did it.
That was
it was Focals.
No.
Wasn't?
I don't remember what speakers, but that was the amplifier. We did the Q class amplifier with DSP, everything. That was nice.
Yeah. First thing he said.
The first time he said, he's like, "I don't know, man. It doesn't sound loud."
After he'd said he just wanted sound quality and wasn't worried about loudness.
We talk about this. We talk about these. You say that you didn't want it loud. You want something nice in here and everything. So
now keep in mind when we say didn't want it loud.
In order for us to know what type of loud.
In order for us to talk in the car, we have to yell at each other.
Right.
So I get the mountain loud.
Spanish loud.
Yeah, we're not talking Latino loud.
Yeah, correct. So anyway, I turned the time alignment off and everything, and we re-EQ. Well, Dean re-EQ it, retune it, and he's like, "Okay, yeah, I can see that." The next one, we went with the SPL shows. Same thing, audio control amplifier, DSP, and everything. And dude, those tweeters are too loud.
107 dBs, I think, of efficiency.
I love loud, but there's that was stupid loud.
I think the mid range are like 93, and the tweeters are 107. Yeah. So, like on an RTA, most of the time on an RTA, the sub was doing this and everything else like this. No, man. The tweeter was like this, and the mid range was way down here. I was like, I had to scale that sucker down just so you could see them on the same page.
I still want to hear the music.
So I brought the tweeters down a lot.
Yes,
and a lot. And I said, all right, this is where I think we should leave this. Mm-hmm. And he got in the car and he was like, "Oh man, nah man, turn it down some more."
I'm like,
such a bad accent.
Yeah, such a bad accent.
And I was like, "Are you sure?" And he's like, "Yeah."
Oh man, so, yeah, but no, it
happens. And there again, I've done the same thing too. I didn't know, and you sold them the system, and I didn't know what island sound was. Yeah, I mean the only one I've been to is Hawaii. These guys were not from Hawaii, So
It's
they
close to the
wanted
island.
island sound. So I sat in the back of the car for 45 minutes, figuring out what island sound was. And in the end, yeah, man, that's island sound. This is now you know.
Now you know. Now you know how it sounds.
Can a wideband be used as a center speaker to work with the Helix DSP Ultra? So here's the prop. All right. So hold on. Since we're talking about widebands, all right, let's pull up some widebands here. And keep in mind, a center channel is where the main vocal is going to come from, which means a lot of the like the drums sit behind the main vocal. So a lot of the sharpness to the music is going to be in that center channel, you know?
That was good.
What?
That was good. Say what? April Fools.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, I don't know. Jeff might be able to chime in on this one as far as using a wideband for a center channel. But, all right, so here's what we're looking at. We're looking at a wideband C2. No, I was going to put us on. No. Relax. I'm going to go down here. Actually, I'll go over here. So that'll keep us out. So this is a C2. All right, so it's acoustically through the microphone. This is audio. This is a microphone listening to the Kenwood C2. And as you can see, it looks like it's flat. It's not peaky. It sounds good. Has good response. Really like the way this sounds. But now you look at like this. This has a tweeter. Now this is not EQ'd. And so this is the new Pioneer TSA 7909 that has a tweeter. And it's kind of weird because that tweeter is putting out a lot of sound, but at a very low frequency. So even this, you know, it's kind of not what a wideband typically looks like. So a wideband will look like this. This is what majority of the widebands we've found look like. And, you know, it's trying really hard to do that, but believe it or not, 6 to 8K is really that sweet spot for tweeters. And as you can see, 6 to 8K is kind of missing. So we're going to have to bring all this down. We're going to have to do a lot of EQ work. Now this is the MM2 mid-range, which there again, this one is actually like, wow, this isn't even this isn't really made to do that. And if you look at where 6 and 8K is on this, yeah, it's pretty active. It's doing some stuff. Now, this is a power base. This is like the cheapest wideband you can get. And as you'll notice, it's way up there in volume. Like you buy this speaker to get volume. This thing's super efficient. And there again, this is made to go into a factory, but you can DEQ it down, or you can EQ this down. And still keep some of that high frequency, I guess. But there again, when you look at like that 6,000 to 8,000 hertz, it's just not there. This is the blam, and as you can see, you've picked up on that V curve that a lot of these leaders are doing. And I think that's it. That's it. Yeah. That's it. No. Yeah. No, we got one more. And there's the Audison.
There you go.
So and now the Audison, you know, that 10. Or the 10, 12, 16, 22, very bright. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know.
All right, so make your accent again.
Which one?
The one, the Spanish accent.
I can.
Because 25 is actually right. You sound like Tony Montana.
Tony Montana? Oh.
That's right.
Say hello to my little friend. Yeah.
No, that was that. No,
I'm laughing now. Okay, it's changed the windpipes. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, and his accent in that movie was so bad. DNF, if I connect my AC micro,
my audio control micro to my 2020 Corolla, there is going to be an issue. Dean always comments Toyota have a problem with electrical issues.
No, Toyotas don't have a problem with electrical issues. Toyota just
with their radio issues.
Radio sucks. But no, you should not have a problem connecting that to the audio. You should not have a problem putting that in the car. What I talk about with Toyotas is that most of the time, like when people want to keep the factory radio, it's the one car. Because okay, we can change the radios in those cars, so we try to do it because fighting the radio just sucks. It's just a pain to fight it. But putting a micro in there to do some bass, there's just no problems. It's gonna work fine. Yeah. What was that? That means Amps your sponsor.
yeah. Somebody say that. Yeah.
No, actually, the checks still come and say audio control. For now, anyways. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I mean,
it's gonna be Jeff Smith.
No one has asked yet. So there we go. Yes, a wideband can be used, but it will need to be heavily EQ'd to sound natural and in upper frequency detail. We agree. Yay. I channeled my inner Jeff. You know, go back to this picture for a second. Go back to Jeff. Yeah. All right. Who is with those glasses and whatnot? I mean, those are really big glasses he's got going on there. I don't know. It's just so weird because like we see him in person and like I think you need to change your picture, Jeff. I got this Medea. I got like a Medea vibe going on.
Oh really? No, just put the hat backwards, man. That's it.
I don't know. Just never if you're getting on a plane and you have the Jeff Smith shirt.
High Five Vegas in the house.
Hold on, go up to right there. Widebands off axis aren't the best for high frequency detail. Exactly. So they are much better on axis. Yeah. And so all of those were in the dash. All of those readings that we took were in the dash, microphone like this, and we were sitting like this because the problem we were having was with one that we didn't show you the curve on, is that we were getting no detail from it. And when we switched to the C2, the detail all came back. So we wanted to, if we're going to experiment, we're going to look at all of them. Yeah. And so we were able to see what sounded good like this in the dash, and the C2 was just killing it. So Audio Control, proud sponsor of you guys for a long time and for a long time ahead. Yes.
Yeah, it has been. It's been Audio Control. Good partner.
So for those, all right. So we'll just we got a couple minutes here. We'll mention it for those of you guys that saw yesterday. It wasn't fake news. It was just bad timing because it was April 1st. But yes, Audio Control did sell to Amp Global. In that this is something that has actually been going on for a long time. This wasn't like, oh my God, no. We've known about it for a while. This is COVID. Would have happened sooner if it wasn't for COVID, but no, this is something that we known has been coming. Obviously, there's things we can and can't talk about, as you guys know. It's no different. But no, this is really cool. Alex still there. Matthew's still there. All the engineers are still there. They're not moving to Florida. They're staying in Washington, as far as we know right now. Hopefully, I think in a couple of weeks, Alex will actually be here. We're going to go out to dinner and talk some more. But no, it's actually really exciting because, I mean, just put the pieces together, guys. There's a lot of cool things that Amp does and a lot of cool things that Audio Control does. And if you're a Reese's peanut butter cup kind of guy in life, what's nothing better than taking a chocolate bar and dipping it into peanut butter?
It's on the left and right.
This ain't Twix. We're not fighting that way. No, we're all excited.
Yes.
Great things to come with, it'll be fun. Thank you. This is one of your guys' best lives. Shout out to the Big Dummy. You know who the Big Dummy is, right?
Derek.
Yes. I'm so proud of you.
I mean, he's always said in the. I don't know why he say that.
You big dummy. Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking he's a fan of Sanford and Son.
Okay.
Same. Oh.
Okay.
Oh no, there we go. Okay, Ricky D. Rick Diculous. Yeah. Jeff. Same company with a bigger wallet and more projects ahead.
There you go.
Yeah. Yay. More projects. Oh, goody.
That's right.
Hey, by the way, Jeff,
He's laughing right now.
You now have to handle training on Audio Control. Good luck. Hey, I know a guy that's done it before. He's got some great PowerPoints. He's stood in front of the class a lot of time, talked all about. I'm just saying, I know a guy. Baba, waiting on his Instagram. On his
Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways, all right. So we got 5 more minutes. Let's see what we can do. Let's get any. All right. Nothing changed, guys, and make good sound great. And we get to look ahead and bring AMP technology into ours. You know it, man. It's going to be great. I can't wait. I mean, put it this way. The roadmap to the future was already exciting, but now the roadmap gets to be even more exciting. So, a lot of changes have happened in the 12-volt community as of late. I mean, Rockford got acquired by Patrick Industries, which is there again. That was something that has been in the works for a long time. Now Audio Control and it got acquired by Amp Global, and this is something Audio Control is actively seeking to do. It wasn't like they said, "Hey, we're gonna buy you." It was like Audio Control went to them and said, "Hey, we would work out good together. Would this be something you'd be interested in doing?" And it's so. It's one of those things, and I was talking with another industry friend of mine, and he's like, that's the thing when you have these smaller companies that do amazing things and create great products, and yes, they're just primed to be brought into a bigger fold to expand, because there's only so much the company can do on its own, and to grow bigger,
and like Jeff said,
more money.
Now is a bigger wallet, that's for sure.
So pretty cool. Thanks from Seattle. You guys rock.
No, thank you.
Oh, man, thank you.
You rock.
We love Seattle. We love coming up to see you guys.
That's right.
Waiting for football season to start again. Then we'll come see you again.
Go Hawks.
Whatever. Go Pretzels. It was a great pretzel, man. I had a good. There we go. Hello, DNF. I had a set of sub crossovers for my Pioneer head unit to 80 hertz. I have to set the amplifier to 80 hertz to keeping the amp full range. All right, am I reading this right? I had to set the sub crossover on my Pioneer head unit to 80 hertz. Do I have to set the amplifier's low pass to 80 hertz too to keep the amp full range?
No.
Okay. I'm kind of.
What is?
If you're setting the radio to 80 hertz, if that's the frequency you want, and you want a 12 dB slope, then you're going to want to turn the crossover up on the amplifier, meaning you're going to want to go like 90, 100, 120, something like that. If it only has an 80 hertz crossover on it, and you're stacking two of them, you're now going to have a 24 dB Linkwitz-Riley crossover, which there again isn't the end of the world. It'll work. It'll do what it needs to do. Oftentimes we set all ours for a 24 dB Linkwitz-Riley 80 hertz crossover. It's not going to hurt anything. But no, you don't have to. So you can pick one or the other and be good, or so if there's an off switch on the amplifier, set it to full range. Yes, use the one on the radio. 12 dB out of sub is wonderful. So I think that hopefully that made sense.
That's it. Yeah. See,
Fernando rocks. He does sock.
Yeah,
I'm rock. Why did I say sock? That was funny. Football is the devil.
Sometimes.
Yeah, there's no question about it. You guys should move to Cali. We need you guys. No, we're not moving to Cali, dude. It's way too expensive to live in Cali.
Unless somebody pay me a lot of money.
I don't even want to go that. It's no. Hey, just so you guys know, the wire rulers are back in stock. So if you've been waiting for a wire ruler, don't worry. They'll be on their way here shortly. We got them out earlier this week, so they should be there now. And our friends there will get them all packaged up. They're also back in stock. We have brought orange back. For a while there, we were just doing blue, green, and pinkish red. But apparently orange is the color, according to Juan. So we brought orange back. So yeah, if you're interested, head over to mobilesolutions-usa.com, pick up your wire ruler. And of course, Fernando's got it keyed up. If you would like to have the most amazing tool ever for car audio, that's right, the IRTA2 is now available for you to pick up. What is an IRTA2? It is the electrical RTA tool for 2 channels. So we can plug this into, we talked a lot on this show about LOCs, de-equalization, and stuff like that. And the inability to know what you're getting into can sometimes cause you problems down the road. With the IRTA2, you can watch these videos and you can see how we use this tool in order to see what has happened electrically coming over those wires, so we know before we get too deep into the install what the heck is going on. It is designed to work with a lightning connector on an iPhone. However, it does give you the ability to do a RCA output if you'd like to plug it into, let's say, a DMRTA or some form of a portable handheld RTA like a PA3, PA3X, or any one of those type portable handheld units. This will allow you to do 2 channels. So if you want to do some summing and you want to see what it looks like before you actually do the summing, you can do it with this tool. Head over to dnfttooldrawer.com. That is dnfttooldrawer.com. Click on the link. Get yourself the best tool in the industry. It will change the way you do installations. You will no longer have to guess. Does this speaker put out enough bass for me to add a subwoofer to it? Do these speakers, am I going to have a problem when I sum my tweeter into my mid-range? You don't know. You're just doing it and hoping. Forget that. Hope doesn't pay the bills, guys.
That's right.
Buy the IRTA2 and you'll be all set.
That's right.
I know. Hey, if you want cool swag, that's right. You want to be a Jeff Smith fan? You want to wear swag that says, I know the Jeff Smith? That's right. It's right there, man. You could be like me. Walk on a plane and there's Jeff walking up the aisle going, hey, I know that guy. And comes and sits right down next to Fernando. You're a zip tie fan, pick up the zip tie, bro. And if you like just dogs, I mean, you have to get the Brian Mitchell shirt. But anyways, you can find that at dnfswag.com. That is dnfswag.com. That's it. That's all we have to pitch for you guys. It's Saturday night. It's raining here, which sucks because that means I don't get to go running. Because I'm going to be in a bad mood. But the good thing is the girls aren't home, so nobody will know.
That's right.
Means I got to get up early, too, so I'll have to go to bed because I have to go running tomorrow then. Got to get the 30 miles in for the week. You guys have a great rest of your night. If you're going to go out and do stupid stuff tonight, phone a friend, call a car, pay an Uber, do something so you can be back here Monday when we do the Monday show. Now, keep in mind, this week is going to be fun for us. We will be doing the Monday show. We'll be doing the Saturday. We're doing the Friday. However, we'll also be doing some fun stuff Tuesday and Wednesday.
What's the Predator?
Funny, dude, that is so weird. When we were literally talking about movies that you would watch, and we talked about Predator for like an hour yesterday because, like, if I'm going to watch a classic movie, it's going to be the Predator.
Yep.
And I have it on everything from VHS to Laserdisc to Blu-ray to Apple TV. I got them all. And I've watched all of them.
There you go.
But I'm going to edit tonight instead because I got to get content created for you guys to have stuff to watch next week. I mean, unless you guys are cool with me not putting anything out.
Yeah, man. Just
skip it all. Like, you guys don't need to watch anything next week?
Say yes.
I don't have Betamax. It wasn't available for Betamax. But for Side Jag, we got to come up. I don't know what we're doing for Side Jag.
Watch Predator.
No, there's got to be a better movie. And if anybody has Paramount Plus, just throwing it out there, check out the new Halo series. 2 episodes in, they're freaking awesome. All right, listen, guys, you have a great night as always. Fade to black.
Bye guys.